Today we're working on parentheses, braces, and brackets. So the directions are list of steps needed to evaluate. Evaluate means, everybody circle evaluate, it means solve. Each expression, I want you all to circle that. Expressions do not include equal signs. So they do not include equal signs. That's the difference between an equation and an expression. Expressions do not include equal signs. So this is imperative. I really, truly, honestly want you guys to start really focusing in on the word. So I'm not saying it for my health. I'm saying it so you all really, truly understand that. So when you evaluate something, you're solving it. But you're solving an expression. That means that you won't have an answer. It won't be a variable equaling anything. This is very important because when you all are starting to break down steps in Algebra 1, that's going to, I tell you stuff that's preparing you for the next level. And then solve it. So remember to work from the inside out. So if you look here, you have parentheses. Parentheses is this. You have braces, and braces is this little, the one with the little mark right here. And then you have, so I always do my squiggly things like, but you all see what you're supposed to be drawing. And then brackets. Brackets are just the ones that are just look like a, but they're straight like that. Okay? Now, here's the goal. The goal is that you're going to be working from the inside out. Inside out. So that means I start inside right here, the parentheses, and then I work my way out. So first of all, we're going to write this with getting rid of this parentheses first. So I'm going to write this. So do your little braces thing. And then this says 2x brackets 16. Now, it's imperative you understand that that minus sign is actually a negative. I want you to write plus negative 1. Plus negative what? 1. So therefore, I'm changing this subtraction to a what? Plus. I'm changing, and then I'm writing what? Negative. And then I'm going to add my parentheses together, still leaving it in the parentheses. And what do I have? 4 plus 5, which will give me what? 9. So that could be here now. Close that out, and then plus 10. Okay, now my next step, so that was this one. Now my goal is to kind of get rid of this. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay then, so I'm still going to write it. Do your little braces thing. And then your 2x. Bracket 16 plus negative 1 times 9. So that's negative what? 9. Plus 10. Now, from here, what do you think we're going to work with? 16 plus what? Negative 9. Watch how I write this. Braces, 2x. That might be a time sign. We'll figure it out. Brackets, and then what do you have? A 7, right? Because 16 plus negative 9 will give me what? 7. Then plus 10. Now, this bracket, I want you to look at it like parentheses. And when this is parentheses, what does parentheses mean? What operation are you going to use? Multiply. So I'm multiplying 2x by what? 7. So you can do your little Santa hat here. Does that make sense? 2 times 7 will give me what?
14.
So that's 14, and the x comes with it. Then what's left? Plus what? 10. Can I go any further than this? No, because it does not have an equal sign, which is why I told you expressions. Does that make sense?
Yes.
This is your answer, final answer, right here. Because you can't solve it because there's no equal sign. You're not going across that equal sign. The next one. So, I'm going to do what? that brace thing, 3x. What am I doing here? 7 plus 9 minus 1 will give me what? 8. Turn that out, and then do your brace thing again. Plus negative 2. What's my next step? What's the next thing I do? Yeah. Brace is 3x, brackets 15, plus negative what? 2. Let's close that brace thing out. Then now what? What do I do?
Next 15. Oh, that's
15.
You gotta
What do you do? If you was on the ELG, what would you do? 3 times what?
15.
Right, because this means what? Multiply. This means what? Multiply. So this would end up being 45x plus negative what? 10. I'm done. 2. I'm sorry. I'm done. All right. You can stop it.